Your body count is over 5. You only do the podcast for money. You don't actually do the 24-hour challenges. Have you ever earned over £20,000 for one brand deal? How many figures in your bank account?
In my personal bank account, it's Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be doing the quick fire assumptions challenge. This challenge was actually created by one of my best friends, Byron, who is finally getting the recognition that he deserves. So I am going to leave his video and his channel linked down below, so make sure to go and check it out after this video. Bottom line is, you have to ask for juicy assumptions on your Instagram, and then someone else has to go through them and pick maybe like 25 to 30 questions, and then in a 10-minute completely unedited clip you have to answer every single question. So yesterday I took to Instagram and I asked you guys to ask me a bunch of questions, and I went through a couple of them just to kind of see if people were getting the right vibe, and people definitely were. I then gave the phone to my mum, and my mum has picked, I want to say there's 32 or 33 questions from this assumptions box, and I am pretty nervous. If we're judging it off of what I saw when I looked at the assumptions, they are very juicy, and if we're going along the same vibe as Byron's video, then I'm going to be spilling a lot of tea. My mum is going to come up, she's going to sit behind the camera, we're going to put a timer on 10 minutes, and she's going to ask me as many of those questions as I can in a completely unedited clip. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get started. Right, we're here, mum is behind the camera, I am going to put 10 minutes on the clock, and this clip is now going to be unedited. Go.
Most expensive designer piece you own?
It's my Chanel bag that I bought for when I hit 1 million subscribers, and it cost me just over 3,000, which I know is ridiculous.
Have you ever earned over £20,000 for one brand deal?
Not on like one sponsored video, no.
Most guys you got with on a night out?
We had one wild night out. It was Haz, Freya and me, and we all went to Worcester, and it was for Haz's birthday, and it was like the best night, and every club we went to I got with a different guy, so I think it was 3 guys I got with, but only just like kiss. I just kissed him in the club.
One YouTuber you have kissed?
One YouTuber I've kissed? Byron.
Your jealous Saf went on Strictly and not you?
No, because if I was to do a show, I wouldn't want to do Strictly. I'd want to do something like I'm a Celeb, like Love Island possibly, but like I'm a Celeb is like my dream show to do.
Have you ever had beef with a YouTuber that your viewers don't know about?
I wouldn't call it like proper like beef, but I've definitely had like disagreements with YouTubers that like I haven't shown, because like what's the point of showing it? So yeah.
Worst viewer experience?
Worst viewer experience? I don't think I've really had like, I don't think I've had any bad experiences with viewers like at all, really.
You went out with Jed?
No, I didn't go out with Jed. Everyone thinks that I've been out with Jed, I'm with Jed, but I promise you now, nothing has happened and nothing ever will happen with Jed.
Your body count is over 5?
No, my body count is below 5.
Have you ever been sent a sex toy?
Yeah, we actually were. So basically, Beauty Bay sent out a load of PR parcels with the sex toys in, and we had recently moved house, so some of the parcels were still getting sent to our old address, and I had like a confirmation come through in my email saying that it had been delivered to our old address and signed for. So not only had someone signed the parcel in my name, which is obviously illegal, but they would have opened it and they would have seen that it was a sex toy, so fun.
You've thought about sleeping with Byron?
Yeah, I have.
How many figures in your bank account?
In my personal bank account, it's 5.
You regret who you lost your virginity to?
No.
You snuck out the house before without your mum knowing?
I didn't sneak out because you know I was going out, but I lied to you about where I was going.
You get a lot of blue ticks in your DMs?
I actually don't. Like, I get a few, but like, no, not really.
You have private social media for friends?
I have like a private Snapchat story for my friends, and I have a private Instagram account, but I am going to do a video exposing it. So like, yeah, but like not for much longer.
You don't actually do the 24-hour challenges?
No, so I do the 24-hour challenges. I will eat the food for 24 hours. There's a couple where like I haven't fully stayed for the 24 hours, which I feel like a lot of people know anyway, but the food ones I always do for 24 hours because that's just like eating food.
You've had over 150 McDonald's in your lifetime.
Probably. I mean, that is disgusting to say that, but I feel like over my lifetime, in like the nearly 20 years I've been on this earth, yeah, I probably had over 150.
You've been blackout drunk before.
I haven't been blackout drunk, but I've been like drunk to the point where, like, you know when you come to realisation when you've sat on the toilet and the room starts spinning, you can't actually see? That hadn't happened to me before until I went skiing, and we just went on one wild night whilst we were there, and yeah, it wasn't blackout, but I like couldn't see.
How much did you earn from your latest video?
I would love to say, but I don't know, so I'll have to put it on screen because I don't know.
The rudest YouTuber you have ever met.
The rudest YouTuber I've met. There's a couple in my head who I can think. There's a couple who I've seen be really rude to people, but I haven't properly met them. Someone this was in 2015 at Summer in the City. It was me and a group of other YouTubers, and we were all sat down, and I don't want to name a name, but I'm really sorry. Emma Blackery came over to us and was like, "Are you guys meant to be back here?" Insinuating that like we weren't. I don't know, like we were literally on the lineup, but yeah, it wasn't very nice, but like no hard feelings against it, like it was 5 years ago, like there's literally nothing, yeah.
Most famous person you have met?
Most famous person I've met? I've seen famous people about, like when I was in LA, we were all crossing the road and Julia Roberts was like in the car and she like let us walk across, and Freya noticed it and she was like, "Oh my god, it's Julia Roberts," and we were all like waving at her and she waved at us back. I've seen Johnny Depp, but like actually met? I'd say like properly met, maybe like Niall from One Direction.
Worst brand you've worked with?
Worst brand I've worked with? I don't know. There's not one like coming to mind, so we'll come back to it if we have time.
What age did you lose your virginity?
16.
Who would you date out of all your friends?
YouTube friends, Byron, but then if we're talking like home friends, probably Dev.
You've had a pregnancy scare before?
No, I haven't.
Did you drink alcohol before you were legal?
No, like a couple of like weeks before I was legal, but like when I mean drinking alcohol, I don't mean going out and getting drunk, I mean sitting in the house and I'd have a drink socially. Like I'd never been properly drunk before I was 18.
Are you working on a secret project?
Yes, I am. I don't know how like long it's going to take now, obviously because of the whole situation going on, but I've been working on it for like 4 or 5 months so far, and I'm really excited for everyone to see it.
Julie is single.
Mum is single. Mum is also good. Are you up to date in Mum?
Not at the moment, no.
Oh.
No.
Single then.
You're the life of the party.
I wouldn't say I'm like the life of the party, but I'd say like I make a really good contribution to being the life of the party. Like I make a good contribution.
Do you wish your boobs were the same size?
Yeah, I do. Just because sometimes when I wear certain tops, I look in the mirror and it doesn't look that bad, and then I'll take a photo and I think, oh my god. So yeah.
Ever done drugs?
No, I never will.
And finally, you only do the podcast for money.
No, actually that's so interesting because a lot of people say that and a lot of people ask that, but we haven't actually made any money from the whole of season 1 doing the podcast. The only money we made was when we did a brand integration for High Smile. So for doing like the actual podcast, we make absolutely nothing and we just do it because it's fun. Is that all of them?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. I did it in 7 minutes as well.
Oh, that's good.
And that is the end of the video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed. I definitely spilled a little bit of tea. I actually love doing assumption videos. I definitely do not do them enough. And when Byron came up with this idea, we were talking about it for ages on FaceTime. Like, what do we call it? Like, did you think it's a good idea? And I was like, yeah, because assumption videos are all everybody's doing at the moment. And I literally love it. I thrive off of watching people do it. I hope you guys found out a little bit more about me and I spilled a little bit more tea than I normally do. I mean, I'm trying to think what you've learnt from me in this video that's new. I'm trying to sit here and think what you've learnt from me in this video that's new. But I think it was pretty good. Like I said, if you do want to go and check out Byron's original video, I will leave it linked down below. And other than that, I will see you very, very soon for a brand new video. Mwah. Bye.